Hello everyone, this will be our next video on written ability test part 2. So as promised, here we are with some more important topics for your WAT preparation. So let's begin with this session. So let's see what is our first topic. So our first topic is raising the legal age of marriage for women. So currently this was in news as recently Narendra Modi has proposed that the Prohibition of Child Marriage Amendment Bill 2021 will be changing the legal age for marriage. That will be 18 to 21. So this has recently been sent to Parliamentary Standing Committee for the further discussion, and once the bill is passed, so there will be a lot of amendments, that Hindu Marriage Act, Foreign Marriage Act, then Special Marriage Act, Christian laws, Parsis laws, then Indian Majority Act, all this act will be amended. So let's see what will be the decision, but there can be a question related to that also. What is your view on raising the legal age of the marriage and how it will be affecting the society? Okay. So next topic is one child policy and impact on the society. This was again in the news, and this was also in the news because China has also imposed one child policy, and UP, Haryana, they are all taking steps on this. And if you don't follow this policy, basically you will not be getting reservation or the rights in the government matters like employment when it comes to the benefits which the government provides. The next topic is prohibition of unlawful conversion of religion versus Special Marriage Act. So Special Marriage Act basically allows you for if you want to marry other caste, right? So inter-caste marriage is being allowed by the Special Marriage Act. So we are already having this right. If you want to marry anyone under Article 21, you are having to choose your own partner. Apart from that, this particular topic was in news, the concept of love jihad, and because of that certain laws came into picture, like prohibition of unlawful conversion of religion. So if this conversion to another religion is because of force, fraud, the free consent was not taken, there was some misrepresentation, then in that situation basically you will be punished. So how to maintain a balance between both the laws? So again there can be one topic related to this. So the next topic is again related to that only, anti-conversion law and religious freedom. So our Indian constitution basically provides us, we are a secular country, right? So again from Article 25 to 30 we are again having a right to follow our own religion. So again regarding that you'll have to maintain a balance, and how this anti-conversion law which has been recently passed, which was in news because of the UP, MP, Gujarat. So again how this is stopping us. So again for all this topic you can just make a few points and just keep in mind, and just you can give your view. Next topic is freedom of speech more important than national security? So now again how to maintain a balance between both. So can you say anything which will affect our national security? Can you exercise your freedom of speech in an absolute way? No. So again Article 19 clause 1A basically gives you freedom of speech and expression, but at the same time Article 19 clause 2 restricts your right. So there are certain reasonable restrictions has been imposed. Next is right to be forgotten in India. So now recently this was also in news. First of all, basically this has arisen from right to privacy. So right to privacy is our fundamental right under Article 21 of Indian Constitution, which was held by retired Justice K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India. So now right to forgotten is basically giving you a right that if you want your information to be removed from the social media like Google, Indian Qanun, then of course you are having that particular right. So again this was in news. So what is your view regarding that, and how it will be affecting us, the society, and right to know, which is again a fundamental right. So this can also again the next issue. Medical termination of pregnancy in India. So again this was in news because this particular act has been recently amended, and abortion limit has been increased from 24 weeks in special circumstances. And also this was in news because of the Supreme Court, US Supreme Court landmark decision. So recently Joy versus Wade, which was a landmark decision, has been struck down by the US Supreme Court. So again this can be one of your topic for preparation for VAT. Next topic will be can artificial intelligence replace human intelligence? So normally if you think, so of course it would be very difficult. So basically AI based machines are fast, they are more accurate and consistently rational, but they aren't intuitive, emotional or culturally sensitive. So of course in that situation we need the help of human intelligence, right? And apart from that, there can be one more issue when it comes to law. So now the next question is, can AI replace lawyers? So right now, if you'll consider, I'm sure you might be reading, if you are reading newspaper and everything, you might have some idea. So basically, recently, judges or law firms, they are trying to make the system bit faster, and they have implemented something like that also. So again, it's not possible to remove lawyers, but yeah, they can actually help them in doing their work better. So does comedy qualify to be protected under right to speech and expression? So again, Kunal Kamra, I'm sure you might have heard about him. So this is the next topic. So again, Article 19 Clause 1 Clause A and the reasonable restrictions you have to keep in mind. So does comedy qualify to be protected? So comedy are considered to be basically for the entertainment purpose, and there is no intention to harm someone or to defame someone. So again, how we can maintain a balance? This can be your next issue. So next is judicial activism during pandemic. It's a necessity or overreach. So again, you might have seen that how, so first of all, there is a separation of power, right? So separation of power is like what? Legislature, executive and judiciary. No one can interfere in the other matters. But what judiciary is trying to do is they are interfering, like constantly interfering the matters of like legislature and the executive. So although not in a proper way we follow separation of power, but still what judges are bound to follow the case laws, the precedent or the judgments or the law which they are having. But overreaching is like going beyond their power. So what needs to be considered? It's necessity or it's the overreach, or the judges should be restricted, or are they doing something wrong? So again, during the pandemic, it was very necessity for us. So it depends upon the situation, facts to facts basis per. So accordingly, you can frame your answer. So next topic is transgender and their rights. So again, recently you might have seen that recently the law has been passed, Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Act 2019. So it basically protects transgender individuals against discrimination in education, employment and healthcare. And various reservation has also been provided, like Kerala High Court recently upheld 1% reservation for transgenders. And to provide more rights to them than section 377, which actually decriminalized consensual sex between them. But yeah, still unconsensual sex is again, it's a punishable offense. So you can also remember the landmark judgment, that is Navteej Singh Zohar versus Union of India. So all these things are there relating to transgenders. So next topic will be related to sex workers' rights. So now again, this was an issue. Prostitution should be recognized, or they should be legally globally recognized or not. So again, see, first of all, what you need to understand is prostitution is a legal business. It does fall under Article 19 Clause 1 Clause G of our Indian Constitution. So first of all, this is your, like, the work they do is protected. But what is not protected is basically, there are certain things which has been prohibited, is like running a brothel. So this is again not considered. So recently Supreme Court has held that sex workers are entitled to dignity and equal protection under the law. So transgender sex workers all are having the rights which we as a normal human being are having under Article 14, 21 and 19. So they shouldn't be harassed or penalized by the police. So this was recently held by the Supreme Court. So currently, as per the Indian Penal Code, prostitution is not in a broad sense illegal, but several activities under the prostitutions are punishable by law. So that which you are supposed to keep in mind. So as per Immoral Traffic Prevention Act 1986, sex workers can practice their profession, but activities including pimping and running a brothel are considered to be a punishable offense. So these things you can keep in mind if there is a question. So basic facts याद रखो. Apart from that, just give your own view कि आप क्या सोचते हो. And again, I'm repeating, they will not be checking on your like legal ideas, but normal as a citizen, what is your viewpoint, because you will be going to be a lawyer. So obviously, they will be checking your analytical and reasoning skills. Next, so again, Gyanvapi Masjid case in the light of the places of worship. Worship Special Provision Act 1996, this was also in the news, so you can just go through that. Is world ready to be cashless with crypto? So again, recently in the budget, you would have seen that Nirmala Sitharaman, so first of all said that the private cryptocurrency has been banned. Apart from that, they have like they are regulating the cryptocurrency, that RBI will be the one who will be regulating the cryptocurrency. So are we ready to go cashless? So first of all, हम लोग ने अभी social all this Google, Bheem Pay हम लोग ने उस पे shift किया. So we are trying to become a cashless, but crypto तो another level हो जाएगा. So are we ready? Are Indians ready to accept this? So this is the next big question here. Then the next, again, the main important issues related to, everyone would have read about this, hijab ban and right to practice religion, and how the judiciary are interfering in the religious matters, because again, this is secular country, religious is our own thing, so no one can interfere, but yes, they can keep a check and balance. So now the next point is basically what happened. Karnataka government banned the 6 students from entering a college in Karnataka because they were wearing a hijab. So now the case was filed in the Karnataka High Court, and basically Karnataka High Court upheld that they will not be allowed to maintain a uniformity in the school. So although we are having like certain articles related to right to practice religion, but how to maintain again a balance between both? So what is your viewpoint, that this is right or this is wrong, they should be allowed? Because yeah, if they feel safe by wearing a hijab, they should be allowed. So it's not the part of the judiciary or the government to decide and how they are interfering in their religious matters. So accordingly, you can just put forward your view which can support your answer. So next, draw a critical analysis on the future of OTT platform in India. So there are 3 questions related to this particular topic only. Should OTT be censored or regulated in India? Censorship of on OTT platform threat to freedom of speech and expression. So any type of questions can be there. OTT again, over the top. So basically, because of the COVID, we all shifted to that OTT platform like Netflix, Amazon Prime, then Hotstar, then Sony Live, then the XYZ. So all these things should be regulated, or if you'll regulate that it will be like a problem for the creators, or is this again a threat to freedom of speech and expression? So accordingly, it very well. So accordingly, you can just put forward your point. Next, triple talaq and right to religion. So again, triple talaq, again the Muslim community was that the judiciary are again interfering into their matter, because triple talaq is there something like according to them it was like essential practice. But yeah, like Sabrimala temple, again triple talaq was not considered to be a essential practice, and hence that was again regulated. So Sabrimala temple mein bhi yahi hua tha ki now the women are allowed to go, and in triple talaq also now the law has been framed and the husband is giving a triple talaq, then of course he will be penalized. Sorry. So the next topic is blasphemy laws in India. So again, in this, what is the situation? So basically, blasphemy laws is if you are saying anything against a particular religion, then with intention. So intention is the important point. Then you will be punished under Indian Penal Code. So Indian Penal Code, we are having several provisions. So basically, this was in news because mainly this topic comes in news because of the movies, series and all this thing. So like you can take PK movie first of all, like the Amir Khan, how they portrayed about the Hindu religion, like pasting like photos and then slapping it. And then again there was one more series in Netflix regarding the what was the name of the series was? An Unsuitable Boy. So again the case was filed against this series also. So there are different series also against which case was filed, but but at the end basically it was held that all this was for the entertainment purpose and not for violating someone's religious feeling or hurting someone's religious feeling. So again court also considered both the points and then only they just provide the judgment, right? So obviously the interim basically the injunction which was asked to impose was not held. So the next topic is free speech versus contempt of court and analysis in the light of the Prashant Bhushan case. So again, last year, this was again in the issue, the contempt of court. First of all, you understand what is the 2 type of contempt of court, civil and criminal, and how it is like again coming in our freedom of speech and expression provided under Article 19. So what was the Prashant Bhushan case? Basically he tweeted against our CGI, and again the case was filed against him, and basically at the end he was only penalized for 1 rupee. So next topic is social media impact on judges. So, introduction of social media by some judges has provided a platform for public debates on judicial proceedings. So now, what is the impact social media is basically creating on judges? And recently, CGI NV Ramana also said that before the cases reaches to us, we know that this case will be coming to us. So from the social media, from the all this news platform, so we already know that कि हाँ ये केस हमारे पास आने वाला है. So how this is impacting the mindset of judges, or is this affecting the decision making skill of judges by giving the judgment? So again, this is one of the debate. Then protecting intellectual property in media and entertainment, again this was an issue. So the next topic is criminal defamation law is against right to freedom of speech. So again, you have to see like criminal defamation like under IPC, and then again it's a criminal offense, and also it's a civil offense under law of torture. So how it is like violating our freedom of speech and expression, or is it right? So all this thing again you have to prepare for yourself. And the last topic is basically the caste based reservation must be removed in educational institution. So we have also discussed something about that, like EWS, economically weaker section society के लिए जो इन्होंने अभी recently reservation लेकर आए हैं. And apart from that, like Maratha reservation हो गया, या फिर तमिलनाडु में they are asking for the reservation. How everyone is asking for reservation, like whether it be a NEET, whether it be a CLAT or any competitive exam. This reservation is creating a lot of problem for the students who are not getting a reservation. So this caste based reservation must be removed, or it is a good thing to promote a students or to promote a backward community who is actually not able to get the rights. So again, what can be the best thing to do? So these are the some of the important topics. Basically you can just refer to it, and in case we get more topics, we'll update you guys. And thank you so much.